Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to an extent. Yeah.
I put the link in the private chat, by the way.
Cool.
Oh yeah, the 9-hour Avatar. So James Cameron wants to release that on Disney Plus.
All right, let's look at that. Hold on.
9 hours of Avatar 3.
Hold on a second. What are you talking about? Let me bring this up here. Let me bring up the article. 9-hour Avatar 3? What? Hold on. Let me look at this.
No, that's not gonna happen.
No, I think they mentioned that they want it as a mini series or something.
That would be exciting to do both, like have a theatrical movie and then have a series. I'm up for that. 9-hour cut of Avatar 3 reportedly coming to Disney Plus after theatrical release. This is actually very exciting. Thank you, CJH. As well as getting a theatrical release, there are new reports indicating that Avatar 3 might be turned into a limited series for Disney Plus, with this version of the project clocking at 9 hours worth of content. I think that's great. This goes along. This is why I like James Cameron. Remember, a while ago in Movie Talk, I would tell all my my talent at my studio, consider different cuts for theatrical, IMAX, and streaming. That you might call it double dipping, but you don't
Nine
have to,
freaking hours though, bud.
you don't
No.
you don't have to watch it. You could just watch the movie.
I don't know.
It's an option, brother.
The movie.
It's an
I
option.
still haven't even watched Avatar 2 yet.
And those nerds, those cash cows like me, will probably want all versions. So might as well double dip, and it's a choice. You don't have to do it. You could just watch the theatrical, but get multiple purposes out of your projects, especially with this. You know, that's why I know people are going to call bullshit, but Zack Snyder. If you didn't like BVS, I would have released the extended cut theatrically. See how that does to get another 100 million or so. Why the hell not? That's what James Cameron does. He does this kind of stuff.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
So I am all on board for this, and it's an option. You don't have to watch it. Getting multiple purposes out of all of this content is great. And while Avatar 2, The Way of Water may have only released in 2022, the third film is well and truly on the way, with speculation as to how long the movie will already be taking over the internet. During the most recent episode of the Hot Mic podcast, Jeff Snyder and John Rocco discussed the speculation that Avatar 3 will be turned into a 9-hour limited series, as well as being released in cinemas in a more mainstream theatrical cut. Absolutely. This is next level. Get on board, industry. Give consumers options. Some people don't like to sit that long. Jared from Comics League. Yeah, Jared, I want you on the show soon. I think you're a friend with Taladia, right? Taladia, don't you and Jared sometimes collab?
Yep. Jared. Yep, we collab most of the time, like on the weekends and weekdays. Yep.
Yeah. Strange Marvel theories. Have me on the show, and sometimes I'll share my best few predictions and theories for the MCU. Absolutely, that's fun, man. I like what you're doing there. That's fun. I like speculating for sure. But yes, this is a great example, and I think I would tell my not force them though. If you force them, that's sort of like Warner Brothers did to some of their talent. Don't force them to do it, but say, I'd strongly urge, if there's a way to spin out multiple versions, multiple cuts, it's beneficial for everyone, but don't exploit it either. You know what I mean? There's nuance to the conversation. It could easily be exploited where there's like one scene and they're like, oh, come see this extended cut. You give us more money. Yeah, you don't want to be exploited.
Kind of like Endgame did.
Yeah, they did that one Hulk scene at the end, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't even finished.
Yeah. The idea is that Cameron would do all the visual effects for his 9-hour cut on Avatar 3 and then release it on Disney Plus as a limited series after the theatrical cut is released, Snyder claimed. Roca then piped up, stating that he believes this plan could work and cited Zack Snyder's Justice League cut as an example of how releasing the extended version of a film on streaming services has been successful in the past. I think it's such a great link that you put out there with the Justice League stuff being Snyder. You know, Zack Snyder pitching them on how you guys would like 4 hours of content. Snyder then wrapped up the conversation, but if you tell me there's something new that was left on the cutting report, that gives me an incentive to tune into this limited series. What the hell?
Sure, I will watch
What
a
the
9
heck?
hour. That is weird.
Oh,
Okay.
there's a hashtag that say what? Okay. There's a new hashtag. I'm not covering that one. Okay, but thank you, CJH. That's exciting.
So I wanted to bring this up. I don't know if you talked about it yet, about the whole Zack what's it called? Ben Affleck
Yes, Claudia.
situation.
Yes, we have. Okay. If you're going to get your quick comment on there because we have other
Okay.
topics, but we don't want to go deep. We did like 40 minutes of that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted
What's your
to
take?
give my 2 cents in because I
Sure.
woke up late.
Yeah, that's fine. That happens here on MMA.
My honest opinion is that at least Ben is in the right place, and
Mhm.
like he was honest about it. He didn't go out of his way and say, "Okay, I'm gonna do it." Maybe because of creative differences, maybe that's why he's not gonna do anything with James Gunn.
Yeah, and he said he wishes them the best. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think he's in a good place. That wasn't 2 minutes, Zeno. That's actually Taladia finally lived up to it. Let me give my 2 cents, and then 10 minutes later is what we have here on MMEs in the past.
Usually,
Right,
when
Brian?
people come on after halfway through the show and they want to talk about the opening topic, we dive back into it for another 2 hours, and
Yeah.
it goes nowhere.
But that was good, Taladia. Thank you.
Oh, that was perfect.
No problem.
Streamlined. Beautiful.
Yes, beautiful.
So we're getting to the mailbag
Not yet.
because there's a very important question I got in there
All right, good.
concerning UFOs.
What?
Strange Marvel theories. Max, are you on Twitter? If so, I'll link you a couple predictions. I hit 100% on some with the MCU films.